Previously on Silversun.
How is he?
He's still deteriorating.
An escape module could still make it home. I'm just checking to see if it'll take a chronic pod.
Escape module?
It'll just fit. Or with some modifications, we could send Cyriax back to Earth in it.
As the best pilot, I'll be able to get Cyriax back to Earth safely.
Are you volunteering?
Yes.
It's probably the best pilot and the best medico who'll be picked to go back to Earth. And I don't want to be one of them.
The decision to send someone back to Earth has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Cadet Wilson, please step forward.
Yes.
Cadet Lomax, step forward.
I'm coming with you. If you're going back to Earth, I'm going too.
Star Runner leaves on its 90-year journey to the New World. On board, an elite young crew and 550 settlers frozen in suspended animation.
The escape module is in the launch bay and standing by, sir.
Pancher, begin the countdown.
T-minus 24 hours and counting.
We'll launch on a trajectory reading of Delta Quad 3.4 at an initial velocity of Mach 5.
And once we're past the Corvo Nebula, I'll reduce speed and reset the navcon for Earth.
Assuming there's no other problems. Will we have enough energy reserves to keep Cyriax frozen for that long?
We're doing everything possible to ensure that he survives the journey.
And when we get back to Earth, what are our chances of another flight to the Silversun?
They won't send another crew until we've completed our mission.
In another 90 years.
You're not overdoing it with the gamma protein?
We need to build up his energy reserves to cope with the trip back.
If he makes it at all.
With the slowing effects of the freezing, the protein IV, the schedule of tests are prepared, he should last 2 years.
Cool.
Cyriax will be at minus 110 degrees for a long time, Shane. Cool is hardly the word.
No, I meant cool as in keep up the good work. Yeah, right, well, if I can be of any further assistance, you know where to find me, okay?
Cool.
Three, 9, 7.
Commander, please repeat.
397. Must find.
Back up 397.
Mara! Look, I couldn't help noticing back there. You're not really comfortable about leaving, are you?
I've been selected. I don't have a choice.
But you wanted to complete the mission to the Silversun so badly.
I guess it's just a question of priorities.
But it doesn't have to be that way. What if there was someone who could take your place on the module?
Like who?
I've got nursing skills, and I'm more than willing to go back to Earth. If I go, you wouldn't have to abandon the mission.
It wouldn't work.
Why not?
Lillian would have to approve the switch. I don't see that happening, do you?
I know I can get Mum on side.
How do you propose to do that?
If I can, would you be willing to trade places?
Cyriax, can you hear me? Maybe you can hear me, but you can't respond. If you could just give me an indication. Mara, something weird just happened. Cyriax, he just regained consciousness.
Oh, he's done that with me a couple of times.
Did he say anything?
Nothing that made any sense.
He said something that sounded like backup, and then the number's 397. Then he said must find.
He's delirious, that's all.
397. What if he's trying to tell us of a coded backup system in case of an emergency? Something that could help him now.
Well, don't you think Steve and Lillian would know about it too? And Pancher, she knows everything about the computer.
Maybe Cyriax is the only one that knows.
Great backup system if only one person knows about it. And that person just happens to be comatose.
Backup 397.
As close as I could make out, yes.
Doesn't ring any bells.
If we check the computers, do a comprehensive search.
All systems are preparing for launch right now. I can't divert any resources.
Then I'll do it myself.
Cyriax is to be frozen in less than 19 hours. I would have thought you had enough on your plate.
Deeks is only trying to cover all bases. I mean, if there's a way to avoid sending Cyriax back to Earth, shouldn't
I
that...
believe I have it under control.
But I know...
Let's go.
No, I'm sorry, you're not going.
But Mara wants to stay on board and complete the mission.
And you don't.
I'm not as full on about it as she is.
Has this got anything to do with the fact that Tane is going to be on that module?
No, of course not. Mum, if Tane goes away on the module, I'll never see him again.
And if you go with him, I'll never see you again. Is that what you want?
No.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
Please don't make me choose between you and Tane.
I'm not making you choose anything. This is all your idea.
Mum, if I go, I want it to be with your blessing.
No. I could never allow you to leave the Star Runner. To abandon your crew and your mission, not to mention your mother, so you could chase after some boy. No, I'm sorry, it's out of the question.
You're not even going to have the chuck truck on board. All you'll get to eat is this stuff.
Yeah, but think of all the things I'll have back on Earth. Real pancakes with real maple syrup. Burgers made from actual meat.
Or can you send us some? Bet Squirt would love some fresh fish, wouldn't you, Squirt? Why don't you send him with Tane?
Tyke, that's not a bad idea, mate. As hard as the long trip to the new colony's going to be for us, it'll be even worse for a cat.
No, it wouldn't.
Squirt's explored every inch of the ship by now. No trees to climb, no mice to chase, no other animals for him to play with. No kittens, no nothing.
He doesn't need anything else. He's got me.
Don't you think Squirt will be a lot better off back on Earth with his own kind?
You're not sending Squirt back. No way.
Okay, mate, it was just an idea.
Short of stowing away on the module, I can't think what else I can do.
Why don't you put it to Steve?
Go behind Mum's back? I couldn't.
Then it looks like it's out of our hands.
Don't you want me to come with you?
I never said that.
But you haven't said you want me to either.
It's a big step. You're giving up the mission.
I don't mind.
Are you doing this just for me?
Is that so bad?
On the module. It'll be you and me for 2 years. What if things don't work out?
What about everything that's happened between us? Do we just forget about it?
No. But we couldn't make it work before. How do we know we will now?
Because I think I'm in love with you. Isn't it worth seeing that through?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But it doesn't change anything. If you're not allowed on the module, then there's no future for us. I don't want to leave tomorrow. But I have to.
Attention all personnel. Attention all personnel, it is now T-minus 18 hours to module launch.
Pancha, I need your help.
So I heard. And I heard Steve say no.
He doesn't understand how important this could be. Do you know anything about an emergency backup system?
No?
The number's 397.
It could be something in Cyriax's bio file.
Could you check?
Stuff's classified, I need a clearance.
Come on, Pancha. You know you can get into those files without a clearance. What if I'm right, Pancha? What if we don't need to send anyone back to Earth and we can save Cyriax right here?
Okay. But if you breathe a word of this to anyone...
My lips are sealed. Trust me. Well?
Pretty routine stuff so far.
Try entering 397 and cross-matching. Anything?
Yeah, there's something. 164 matching references.
Is there any way of eliminating some of them?
Only the old-fashioned way.
You wanted to see me?
Come in, Zandie. We're considering reanimating crew replacements from the new settlers in the hold.
We've got it down to 3 possibilities.
Know any of them?
Yeah, I know them.
And?
Well, you must really get a buzz out of playing God with other people's lives.
Playing God's got nothing to do with it. Without Cyriax, Tain and Mara, this ship will be seriously undermanned.
But the Cryon signed on to go to the Silversun like I did. And now you're deciding their fate for them like you did with me.
I signed on to get there too, but now I'm being sent back to Earth. How do you think I feel about it?
All right. If we don't reanimate, what are our alternatives?
Huh?
If we continue on with a skeleton crew and we get into some difficulties, what do you suggest we do?
Without replacements, the entire mission could be jeopardised.
Okay. They're a good choice. So, what do you think?
I guess it's all right. What are the others going to think?
Mara won't be here for starters, and Leonella and Pancha probably won't even notice.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Is someone wrestling a bear in here or what?
What's going on?
Zandie's getting the room ready for her friends from the new settlers.
You mean the crew's getting new blood?
So I've been told.
Male or female?
2 female, 1 male. I don't believe this. How can you be so unfeeling? Who, me? All of you. Tain and Mara won't be leaving the ship for another 12 hours at least. I thought I'd make a few adjustments before They haven't even left yet, and you're acting like they were never here. Leonella, it's only a matter of time.
No, look, maybe Zandie did jump the gun, okay, but she was only trying...
I know what she was trying to do. Maybe some of us don't want things moved around. Maybe some of us want things to stay as they are.
Told you she wouldn't go for it.
Are you supposed to be here?
Pancha's cleared some time for me. Steve's off shift for the next few hours.
How's the search going?
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say Cyriax wasn't referring to box number 397 of powdered egg and bacon mix, or the 397th panel on the second deck which covers a wiring access point.
So no luck so far then?
I could use a little help.
You heard what Steve said.
If we wait until after the module launch to nail this, it could be too late.
Orders are orders.
So you're willing to blast off for Earth even if it's totally unnecessary?
No, I wouldn't do it if I thought it was unnecessary.
So help me out. Make sure.
Okay. But if Steve comes in, I'm out of here.
Deal. Come on. You check the mission regulations file for everything to do with 397. I'm going through every coordinate on the ship that matches those numbers.
We're gonna be here all night.
If that's what it takes.
Hi, Tycho. You looking for me?
I'm not really.
Everything all right?
Have you seen Squirt?
No, I haven't.
Shang and Cinnamon think I should send him on the module back to Earth. But I don't want him to go.
I see.
They reckon it's not right to keep him cooped up on board the ship.
What do you think?
I don't know. He seems happy enough when he's with me.
But he can't always be with you, can he?
So you reckon I should send him back too?
It's not for me to say.
Do you think it's wrong to try and keep something that you really, really like?
If you really care that much for Squirt, maybe you should try and put what's best for him ahead of what's best for you.
But how do I know what's best for Squirt?
Believe me, in your heart of hearts, you'll know.
I've fixed up the quarters for Celeste and Rana. Jai will soon get the boys' dorm sorted out.
The crew replacements.
Can't wait till they get here. I hate being the odd one out.
I thought you liked swimming against the tide.
Only if the tide looks like dragging me under. Left to my own devices, I'm really a very nice person.
I know that. Zandie, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure, go for it.
When you were selected to become a new settler, it meant being separated from your parents and your family, right?
I never really had much family. That's part of the reason I signed up. But I would have gone anyway, even if I had a mum and dad back on Earth.
Leonella's asked permission to replace Mara on the module.
And you don't want her to go?
She's my baby. She always will be.
I haven't known Leonella that long. But even I can see that she's smart and she's capable. You can't protect her forever. Unless you want her to resent you for the rest of her life.
I've got it!
What? Show me.
Subsection 3 of the Mission Regulations, Appendix 9, Rule number 7. That's 397. Procedure for the chain of command in the event of captain's incapacitation.
But we already know who's in charge. It's by rank. Lillian, then Steve.
Not necessarily. I mean, look at this. It says that at a certain point in our journey, it could be one of us. Lillian's a doctor. Steve's an engineer. The cadets are the ones being trained for command. That's what we're here for.
I don't think that's what Cyriax was talking about.
Think about it. That's why Steve didn't want us to investigate. He didn't want us to challenge him.
But it still doesn't change the fact that we have to send Cyriax back to Earth.
Deegs, this changes everything.
Are you saying you want to be captain?
I'm saying the possibility needs to be discussed before you send your 2 best candidates back to Earth.
Hey, just because you don't want to go back, Mara, don't drag me into this.
Are you really willing to relinquish your chance to be captain?
And this is what Cyriax was trying to tell you. That you should mutiny.
No, I don't think so.
397. That's what you said. What else could it mean?
I don't know.
We have a mission to complete. So I'll overlook this insubordination for now, Mara. But if you decide to pursue this, I'll have no choice but to recommend disciplinary action when you return to Earth. Now, I'd say you two have wasted enough time.
Hi. How'd you sleep? Me too.
Attention all personnel. It is now T-minus 1 hour to module launch.
I have to get back to the sick bay.
I'll be on the bridge for the launch.
Nella.
No, Mum. Please don't say anything. I've got to learn to live with this. I know that.
Are you sure going back to Earth with Tane is what you really want?
More than anything.
Good. Because I've spoken to Steve and he's agreed to let you replace Mara on the escape module.
He's what? You actually asked him to let me go?
Yep.
But I thought...
You thought I was going to move heaven and earth to keep you here with me.
Yeah.
I was. Till I realised that was the fastest way to lose your love and respect. It's your life, Nella. Only you know what's best for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much.
Safe journey, Commander. We'll miss you.
Attention all crew. It is now T-minus 32 minutes to module launch.
Are you coming to the launch?
I didn't think you were talking to me.
Yeah, well, figured I'm gonna have to at some point. Since I'm not going back to Earth.
What?
Leonella's taken my place.
Oh, and I was only being nice to you because you were leaving.
I'm sorry you didn't find what you wanted for Cyriax.
Pod 262, all systems operational, temperature stable.
Wonder if Pod 397 has any answers for us.
I never checked that. It's a pod, of course.
I was just kidding. How can a cryon help us?
I don't know. Maybe there's an expert in alien viruses, who knows? But it's the one thing we never looked at. Mara, you're a genius.
What is it?
This can't be right. There's no file on this pod at all.
What do you mean, no file?
I've never had to call up the details on this one before. There's no name, no age, no gender, nothing.
Is it even a person?
I can run some tests, but that'd take too long. All it says here is that the pod can be placed on a quick thaw cycle.
So, what do?
We defrost it, see what comes out.
But we need authorization.
There's no time.
We don't even know this pod has anything to do with Cyriax.
And everything we need is in this pod, I'm sure of it.
So we're just gonna do it. Defrost the pod without permission.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Attention all personnel. It is now T-minus 18 minutes to module launch. I repeat, T-minus 18 minutes to module launch.
So this is it? I guess so.
Take care of the skipper. Look after the ship. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye, Lillian.
T-minus 7 minutes to launch. I repeat, T-minus 7 minutes to launch.
Whatever's in here, Mara, I wouldn't have thought of looking if it wasn't for you.
Don't thank me yet.
You ready to do this?
I am if you are.
Wait! There's someone you need to take with you.
You sure about this?
I'm sure. You look after him for me, won't you?
Absolutely.
Don't worry. He'll be fine.
See you, Square.
You better get out of here, little buddy.
Deegs, look!
It can't be.
Cyriax!
But he's been loaded aboard the escape module.